Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and in this video I'm going to tell you the mistakes or the silly or stupid mistakes that you should avoid in your IELTS speaking test. Well guys, first of all, tip number 1, avoid giving short answers. These short answers can be yes or no answers. For example, they say, do you watch TV? Yes. Do you waste your time? No. Alright, stop giving or avoid giving these short answers. Or sometimes, do you watch TV? Yes, I watch TV. Do you use the internet? Yes, I use internet. Not like this, okay? These answers can irritate the examiner. And if you irritate the examiner, after 15 days when you get your result, your TRF, you will be irritated by the result, okay? So be careful, be very, very careful. Don't irritate the examiner. Avoid giving short answers to the examiner, one thing. Another thing, avoid looking at the marking examiner is doing. Avoid looking at what examiner is writing, right? You know, sometimes students, they look at the examiner and then after the exam, they send me a message, sir, examiner wrote 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. What does that mean? One of the students said, sir, examiner wrote 4.5, 3.5, 2.5. What does that mean? 2.25. What does that mean? I mean, these are the codings of the examiner. So please let the examiner do his or her own business. It's not your job to see what examiner is doing, right? And by the way, you cannot check your band score because they write in certain coding and certain codes and all that. So avoid observing or peeping into what examiner is doing. You should avoid that. Mind your own business. The next point is avoid asking the examiner your band score because they will never tell you. Your result will be announced after 10 days. Even if the examiner is the most friendly one, you are not supposed to ask the examiner about your band score and all that, right? Now, another point, avoid asking the examiner to change the cue card. I mean, in IELTS, reading, writing, listening, speaking, all 4 modules, you have no choice. There is no choice at all. So avoid asking the examiner that what is my score, or avoid asking the examiner that can you change this topic and all that. Yes, you can ask the examiner to repeat the questions in part 1 and part 3 of your IELTS speaking test. But actually, they are not going to change the topic and all that stuff, right? These are certain things which you need to avoid. On the other hand, avoid becoming frank or funny with the examiner. Sometimes, you know, we try to entertain the examiner. We try to make examiner laugh, and at the end we expect that examiner will take my number also. Yeah, examiner will become my puppy or my sus or anything like that. Not at all. You should not try to go on like this. Be just formal and allow the examiner to do the things, right? Don't overlap. If examiner asks you a question, the question is in the middle and you start your answer. No, don't overlap. Avoid overlapping as well. In a very, very polite and, you know, satisfied way, let the examiner ask you the question. Once you listen to the question, you say, okay, that's a good question. I would like to love this question in this way, and then start your answer. So allow the examiner to ask you complete question, and if you are interrupted by the examiner, you are giving an answer and the examiner interrupts you, avoid reacting to that negatively, that he doesn't let me speak. One of my Indian students, he said, sir, the examiner didn't let me speak. When I started my answer after 2 to 3 sentences, examiner said, okay, thank you. Then the next question, okay, thank you. Then the next question, okay, thank you. So don't do this thing. Don't show reactions to the examiner, especially the negative reactions. Yes, you can show positive reactions, okay? Avoid going late. right? You should reach there, you've got the reporting time, reach there at the reporting time, okay? And then once your test is over, just calmly you can leave the room and come out and wait for the result. So these are certain things which you need to avoid. And one more thing, avoid giving irrelevant answer. What is that? They say, what's your favorite color? Colors are very important in life. Nature is full of colors and we can see green, blue, yellow, orange, purple colors in the nature. My favorite color is black. Okay, not like this. Avoid giving irrelevant indirect answers. Don't think that first I will give irrelevant indirect answer, then I will come to the point. Start your answer from the point. Start your answer from the question. I call it parroting. Try to use the synonyms of the question. If examiner says, what do you do in your free time? My leisure activity is to watch TV. What do you do in your free time? Examiner said free time. You said leisure activity. This is how you get high band. Avoid using simple sentences. What are they? I watch TV. It is good source of entertainment. My favorite channel is I like this channel very much. I watch TV with my family members and all that. These are all simple sentences. Answers should be given in compound sentences. What are compound sentences? I watch TV, which is a very good source of entertainment. Most of the time, I prefer to watch TV, especially when we all sit together to have dinner. These type of sentences will give you 8 band because I got 8 band. That's why I'm telling you, right? So you should actually make compound sentences, connect your ideas together, use good connecting words, and another important thing, signpost language. First of all, I would like to tell you that my favorite color is red and I like this color very much. Secondly, there are various reasons for my likeness. Finally, see that? Firstly, secondly, finally, especially when the questions are with why, you can say why means reason. The first reason is, the second reason is, and the final reason is, and then you can finish your answer. So these are some of the things which you need to avoid if you want to get high band score. Well guys, sometimes we get low band score in IELTS speaking just because we don't avoid these silly mistakes. If you're going to avoid these silly mistakes, you will be able to get good band score in IELTS. All the best. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and on campus here in Lahore. If you want to be the part of my online or on campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub truly wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.